Hi, we're Slaves, and this is
Rock Forever Magazine.
Hey guys, it's Tori from Rock Forever Magazine, and I am here right now with Slaves. How are you guys doing today?
We're doing pretty good.
Pretty good?
Great.
Just played a little while ago. How's your set?
It was great. It was a lot of fun. Tonight was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That was the first time playing in Florida, so it's a little weird, but killed it.
Yes, you did kill it.
We love it. It's weird only because, the tour is a little bit harder than, our music. But other than that, we had a great time.
And now a lot has changed since the last time we spoke, probably about a year ago. At the time you were working on a solo project, you seemed quite content working on your own, but now you've rejoined a band. Hello. So what made you want to do that? Start, outside of your solo project?
Yeah, I'm still working on my solo stuff. I love my solo music. That hasn't changed. None of the stuff that we talked about has changed. It just it kind of struck me as time to get back into something else and put a lot of the stuff that I was just kind of putting aside and actually put it to work and put it to justice. So I brought everyone out. I brought Chris out. I brought all the dudes out, and we put together a team, and the band is going great right now. Good to hear. And you're saying it's going so great, but you were in a couple past bands that, hate to say it, but weren't quite the smoothest for you. So what makes this lineup different? What's so great about this group of people? I was able to choose everyone in this band. I was able to make sure that, I got along with everyone and they understood my vision of not only music and passion, but of my vision of success. And, they understand it wholeheartedly. And out of all the bands I've been in so far, this band, especially like people in it wise, is the best thing I've done so far. These dudes are 100% genuine, and they've had my back since day one. They, without question, they moved to California, and we've lived in a house ever since. And those dudes, they have my back since since I asked them to come, and I knew that from that moment that this was gonna be it for me. Good to hear. Yeah. And what about from your perspective? How have the vibes been between you guys?
It's been pretty great. Living with your band is a little weird. Because you get home from tour and you're still with them. You don't get to take a break ever with them. But luckily, we all just really enjoy each other.
We know when to give each other space.
Clearly. No, I'm just kidding.
We know when to go to our rooms and be like, all right, peace.
Yeah. I'm
gonna spend like 2 or 3 days in here.
Yeah, exactly. Especially in close quarters on the road, you need some time to yourself as well. And now your new album, Through Art, We Are All Equals. That's a long title, okay? I had to look at the paper for that one.
All my titles are long, though.
No, but I love the title. I really do love it. And the thing about it is that each listener can take what they want from the album title. They can perceive it in their own way. But from your perspective, being in the scene that you're in, how does it relate to you guys?
To us, it's just, when you are like practicing art, or, art can mean anything. Art can mean like cooking, whatever. It can be so much stuff like drawing, painting, singing, writing music. We feel like when you reach that plane, that makes us all equals. That makes us all, all unique in our own way, and we don't have to worry about the competition type bullshit. We don't have to worry about, we don't have to worry about anything pretty much. When we do what we do it to express ourselves, to keep ourselves alive, and to make sure that that we are on an even plane. And I think that this is what the CD means, is just when we practice art, we're all equals no matter what you do, whether it be cooking, playing sports, painting, drawing, anything. Art can be so many things as long as you're expressing yourself and making sure that you are without sounding stupid and all deep and political with it. It's just how it is for us. That's how we feel about it.
Yeah. Maybe this is just my opinion, but I feel like when I look at a lot of bands in the scene, there is a little bit of a hierarchy, depending on what kind of fan base you have, how many fans you have. So what do you feel about that? Do you see that at all, or being on the inside of it?
Yeah, I've seen a lot. I've been in like 2 bands.
Yeah.
And now I'm in my 3rd band, and I think that we want to connect with people, on a different level. We want to connect with them musically now. We want to connect with them, through our passion and stuff like that. So we want to we kind of not, I guess, I mean, that shit will always be there, the competition and all that shit. It's never going to go anywhere. At least that we can be like, okay, you know, we're going to do this for ourselves. And I think that's what's most important, because in my other bands, I didn't do that very much.
Yeah.
I kind of, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it is good to hear you guys are in it for the right reasons, for sure. And there's a bug. Okay. We got it. It's gone.
You're good.
No, but what's the inspiration behind the album artwork as well?
A lot of stuff.
Why are you laughing over there? I see you.
That's all him right there.
Oh, no.
It's because I'm now getting into it. It's all making sense to me.
It's a lot of it has to do with like Game of Thrones.
Oh.
And then there's some other like hidden stuff in there. It's a secret, but that's why he was laughing, because he's just now getting into Game of Thrones. He's starting to understand it a little bit, but I'll just say that. I won't say anything else. It's kind of a secret. It's kind of just for us, so.
So is that the kind of stuff you do when you're on the road? Are you both watching Game of Thrones?
Oh, I mean, I've watched it. I've read it. He's just now starting it.
I'm just now starting it, but it's great. I can see why this dude's obsessed with it.
Yeah, I mean,
So
he loves.
Yeah.
He's starting to love it.
yeah, I'm trying to get done so I can go watch some. Episode 7. Let's go.
Oh,
Let's wrap
man.
it up.
Yeah, he's only in the first season.
Yeah, you're like, why am I doing this interview right now? I could be
watch
watching Game of Thrones.
2 more seasons, he's gonna shit his pants.
Uh-oh, spoiler alert. And the album features a guest vocals from Vic Fuentes, and you do have a bit of a history with Pierce the Veil. So how did you end up getting back in touch with him, and what was it like working together again?
Me and Vic have been friends for a long time, and even through the friendship, we had a really hard time because a lot of things I did, you know, a friend wouldn't really stand by them, especially, you know, from Chris's point of view. If I was through the type of things that I did, you know, even if Chris loved me, he still needs to step back. He still needs to, you know, give me that tough love, because it's, you know, he can only do so much before he has to give up, because I'm just not coming around. And, you know, I understood that Vic felt that way, and a lot of the, you know, the Pierce dudes, they felt that way. And when I wrote the song, I wrote it for that situation, being like, you know, I want to be able to not just say sorry to my fans, but to say sorry to the people that I've been touring with, because those are also people that I care about. Those are people that mean something to me. I've spent my life with them for the last 5, 6, 7 years. And, you know, when I wrote the song, I told Vic the entire situation, and he came back to me and was like, I love it. And he got on the song right away, and he wrote his lyrics. I wrote my lyrics. We came down with it, and that's just, you know, that's how the song came about.
No, but it's good to hear that you guys are on good terms again, because I'm sure the fans must be psyched about that, and they're all crossing their fingers again for Isles and Glaciers. I'm just saying.
I don't know about that. You know, I'm sure there'll be a Pierce Slaves tour. I'm sure there'll be something. You know, we want to get out there, and we want to play together. We want to play the song, and like I said, we're real passionate about the meaning of the song. So
Yeah, and I know you guys had said in another interview, I'm going to quote you here, that all the guest vocalists, they're singing about situations that they were involved in. So could you tell us a little more about the other guest vocalists and what it was like working with them?
I mean, I'm not really sure if that. I don't know what.
I think it might have been one of the other band members said that, but
yeah. Well, I mean, my sister was on the CD, because, you know, the song is about my mom, my dad getting divorced, so I put her on that. Tyler's on the CD. I mean, the song doesn't really have anything to do with our situation or anything. I thought he might sound good on it, and I mean, the song is, you know, it has nothing to do with that. But I mean, the Vic song is the only song that has the, you know, the real intimate meaning. And then me and Kyle have been on plenty of songs, and
yeah. And so if you guys could collaborate with anybody, maybe on a next release, I know we're talking way ahead here, but who would you want to work with? Dream collaboration. Go.
Thrice.
There it is.
Thrice.
I'm down with that.
Right.
100%.
That would be epic. I'd love to see that. And now,
Frank Ocean.
ooh, that'd be an awesome one. I think you guys, that would be great. If he's watching this, it's YouTube. You just never know these days.
You never know.
Shout out. No, but the thing is with this band, and I mean really any band, fans come to their own conclusions and have their own perception of the band based on social media and your music. But we don't really get to see you guys much outside of that. So what do you guys like? When the cameras are down and nothing else is going on, what's happening?
This is what we're like. I don't think we've ever really had a problem with, like, trying to hide who we were. And I mean, I'm sure a lot of people say that shit. But I mean, I think a lot of people, they've always wondered, like, I know through my management, they're always like, who lets you run your Twitter? They say that shit to me, because they're just like, you're ridiculous. And I think that the fact that, you know, I get to do it myself and act the way I do, even if it's not 100% appropriate all the time, it is who I am, and I don't think that we've ever tried to really hide who we are. I know that, you know, since I met Chris from day one, you know, he's never acted any other way than, you know, than the way that he showed to me, and the way that we do interviews, and the way that we talk to each other online. We just, I don't know. Like I said, I feel like for once that, you know, this band is in it for the right reasons this time, and I don't want to say we're taking a more humble approach, because a lot of people would, you know, not really associate me with that word, but I definitely want to take the more like focused aspect to this band, and you know, we don't want anything to be gimmicks, and we don't want anything to be fake. We just want to put our hearts out there 100%.
Yeah.
Just play music with your friends, for people. That's
it.
all I want to do.
Yeah.
That's the most basic way to describe a band.
He
Play
just
music
summed
with your
up
friends. That's it.
He summed up everything I said in one line. I just was babbling. He said it in one line. So.
See, there you go. You don't talk much, but when you do, it's great.
That wise Asian.
And you mentioned in another interview that your favorite track is "Those Who Stand for Nothing Fall for Everything."
Yeah.
What's the inspiration behind that song?
That song is a tribute to my grandma, and she was the reason why I play music. So it is a little personal to me. I won't explain it too much, but that's pretty much what it is. It's just a tribute to someone that I love, someone that I lost, and someone that taught me, you know, the finer things in life, and the things that I can play for.
Yeah. So why did she inspire you to play music? What was it that inspired you?
Well, it's weird because it took me a long time to figure it out. It was after I got over a lot of stuff, like my drug problem, all that stuff. But, you know, going back on it, she gave me a lot of advice and a lot of things that just pushed me, you know, pushed me towards that aspect of life. And listening to the things that she used to say over and over in my head just made me want to, you know, step into the light and step out of the shadows and just live for her, I guess, you know, live for today, live for a new day every day.
Now, we've heard about your favorite track, but what about you? Do you have a favorite track on the album?
Give it to us.
Just white girls. White girls.
White girls.
White girls.
That's the one you just released music video for as well, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah? That is a good track.
It's just a fun song.
It is.
That's why it's my favorite. It's just fun.
Yeah. And you guys are on the All-Stars tour right now. It's an awesome lineup. What's coming up right after this that fans can look forward to? Now you got a headliner coming up, yeah?
We got a headliner, Australia.
Yeah, headliner, Australia, and then I think some other stuff that's not announced right now. But we've got a lot of stuff coming.
You can't tease me like that. Now you gotta say.
The rest of the year is all dedicated towards slaves, from all of us. So just keep your eyes peeled. And if you don't have a CD, we don't care if you buy it, go download it. Just make sure you listen to it. That's all we care about. We just want you to see what we've done, and hopefully you'll feel it.
Yeah. And social networking is great. Twitter, Facebook. Where can everyone follow you?
Yep.
Where can everyone follow you?
Slaves Official.
Slaves Official.
Johnny Craig 4L. Chris the Asian.
Chris the Asian.
That's an awesome username.
Well, he's Asian. So.
All right. Well, sounds good. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Has been awesome.
It's been amazing.
Yes. Woo! Handshake. Shake it out. Now, everybody watching, check out Slaves if you haven't already. Albums on iTunes. Subscribe for more interviews, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Peace.